On October 1, 1960, Nigeria gained independence from Great Britain, marking the beginning of a journey that would see it transform into a potential African superpower. However, this transformation has not been without its trials and tribulations. Divided ethnically and regionally, Nigeria faced numerous challenges in its early years. Civil war erupted in 1967, casting a shadow over the nation's prospects. Despite these hurdles, Nigeria has made significant progress since gaining its independence. Historical overview. 3 years after independence, Nigeria transitioned into the Republic of Nigeria. Yet, ethnic and regional divisions persisted, leading to socio-political unrest. By 1967, the nation found itself embroiled in a civil war. After the war, Nigeria established its second republic. Unfortunately, corruption plagued the government, tarnishing its image. In 1983, a military coup ousted the government, placing Major General Muhammadu Buhari in power. However, Buhari's administration faced a decline in popularity, leading to his replacement by General Ibrahim Babangida 2 years later. Babangida's regime, coupled with his predecessor's rule, established an undemocratic and corrupt military government that endured for 13 years, until 1998, when Sani Abacha, the then ruler, passed away. His successor, Abdul Salami Abubakar, promised to return power to the people. On May 29, 1999, Abubakar fulfilled this promise by transferring power to the elected president, Olusegun Obasanjo. Since then, Nigeria has witnessed remarkable progress, slowly awakening from its slumber. Population growth. One of the most significant transformations in Nigeria has been its population growth. Since gaining independence, the nation's population has surged by an astounding 362%, from 45 million in 1960 to 208 million in 2020. Presently, Nigeria holds the distinction of being the most populous country in Africa, more than double the population of the second-ranking nation. Several factors have fueled this population surge. High birth rates, often linked to early marriages and cultural norms that encourage larger families, have played a vital role. Simultaneously, declining mortality rates, attributed to advancements in healthcare, have contributed to increased life expectancy. Looking to the future, Nigeria's population growth is expected to continue. Over the next 30 years, its population is projected to surpass that of Brazil, Pakistan, Indonesia, and even the United States, reaching a staggering 401 million people. By 2100, Nigeria's population could reach an astonishing 733 million, nearly rivaling the entire population of Europe today. While this rapid population growth presents challenges, it also offers opportunities. Managed effectively, it could drive substantial economic growth and bolster Nigeria's military strength. Economic growth. Concurrent with its population growth, Nigeria's economy has experienced significant expansion. Between 2000 and 2019, its gross domestic product, GDP, by purchasing power parity, PPP, increased by an impressive 282%, establishing Nigeria as Africa's largest economy. This economic growth has primarily been driven by the expansion of Nigeria's industrial and service sectors. Abundant, youthful labor and a vast domestic market have propelled the manufacturing industry, while banking and telecommunication services have also seen substantial growth. Despite this economic growth, Nigeria still grapples with poor infrastructure, resulting in a challenging business environment. This, in turn, has hindered international investment. To overcome this hurdle and foster further economic growth, Nigeria is embarking on ambitious infrastructure mega-projects. These projects include a $2.7 billion light rail system in Abuja, an $8.3 billion standard gauge railway connecting Lagos and Kano, an $11 billion railway connecting Lagos and Calabar, and a $3.6 billion urban rail system in Lagos. Additionally, Nigeria is constructing new cities to attract investment, such as the $6 billion Eco-Atlantic City in Lagos and the $18 billion Centenary City outside Abuja. These infrastructure projects, along with others, aim to attract investment and propel Nigeria toward becoming a global economic powerhouse. It is projected that Nigeria's GDP by PPP could reach $4.35 trillion by 2050, a remarkable 303% increase from 2019. This growth could substantially raise the nation's GDP per capita from $5,360 in 2019 to $10,800. Military expansion. As Nigeria's economy continues to grow, so too will its military capabilities. For almost 2 decades, Nigeria has maintained a defense spending budget of around 0.5% of its GDP. If this pattern persists, Nigeria's defense spending will expand in tandem with its economy, strengthening its military prowess. Additionally, the nation's growing population will provide a larger pool of potential personnel for both military and labor force purposes in the event of a conflict. Cultural influence. Nigeria's cultural influence has extended far beyond its borders. Its film industry, known as Nollywood, is the second largest globally in terms of output, trailing only behind India's Bollywood. Nigerian films have garnered audiences throughout Africa and internationally, contributing to the nation's cultural export. Similarly, Nigeria's music industry, led by artists like Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, and others, has witnessed tremendous growth. These musicians have attracted global audiences and collaborated with prominent American artists, introducing Nigeria's Afrobeats music genre to the world. Nigeria's fashion industry is also making its mark on global pop culture, with Nigerian designs gaining prominence. Challenges ahead. However, Nigeria's path to becoming an African superpower is fraught with challenges. Terrorism remains a pressing concern, with Boko Haram's insurgency posing a significant threat in the northwestern region. This group has caused the deaths of tens of thousands of people and displaced over 2 million. Eradicating terrorism is crucial to boosting tourism and national development. Overpopulation is another hurdle. While population growth has started to slow in recent years, it remains a concern. Should it outpace development, poverty levels could rise further, impeding national progress. Climate change poses yet another challenge, particularly in coastal cities like Lagos, which is susceptible to rising sea levels and flooding. Droughts in the north and extreme rainfall in the south are also affecting agricultural land. Corruption remains deeply ingrained in Nigeria, despite efforts to combat it. Income inequality, unemployment, and a lack of access to education contribute to widespread societal issues. Finally, the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted Nigeria's economy, posing short-term challenges. Conclusion. In conclusion, Nigeria is rapidly ascending to the status of an African superpower. Its remarkable population growth, economic expansion, military development, and cultural influence are propelling it onto the global stage. However, this transformation is not without its challenges. Addressing terrorism, managing overpopulation, combating climate change, eradicating corruption, reducing inequality, and navigating the aftermath of the pandemic are vital for Nigeria's continued growth. As this sleeping giant awakens, the world watches with anticipation, aware of the significant role Nigeria could play in shaping the future of Africa and the world.